Nicole here at Z100. Welcome to the studio, and I believe she has, like, you know, a rental property here at Z100. Madison Beer, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, Madison.
Hey.
Madison and her bagels, by the way.
Yeah, I have two
Well, when
bagels.
you're back in town, because now living on the West Coast.
I'm very deprived of my bagels in LA.
That's okay. If we can get down and dirty to, like, the deep questions on life.
Oh, ask.
How are the bagels out west?
Honestly, it's not as, like, people are very exaggerative about how bad the bagels are. There's actually two bagel places that I found in LA that are really, really good.
Yeah.
The Bagel Broker on Beverly Boulevard is the only
Shout
one that
out.
I'm like, right, Mom?
Do they import their water from? Because everybody says when you.
The Bagel Broker does, which is why it's so good.
That's the secret.
Yeah, so it's like they're really, really good. But that's like, this is not sponsored, I swear.
No, it's not. No.
Sponsored by
Just
Bagel
shout out to
Broker.
good stuff in your
shout
stomach.
out to
so.
good bagels.
Yeah.
Because in LA, we're very deprived.
Yeah, because you're from Long Island, so.
Yeah, so I'm used to, like, the fire bagels.
Yeah, there's always really good bagels everywhere.
I know.
Now, is it like weird being back in town, or is it like, you know, old stomping grounds, everybody hits you up kind of
Honestly,
thing?
it's definitely a mixture of old stomping grounds and also super weird because this weekend is actually coincidentally my high school graduation and prom.
Wow.
So for me to be home during that time just feels really weird. Just,
Yeah.
you know, seeing everyone getting dressed up. It's just kind of like, it's weird. It's emotional.
Well, because you were homeschooled, right, for the most part?
Yeah, I mean, I still went to like 2 years of middle school.
Yeah,
so I still like was in my school and I still feel like a Jericho Jayhawk. Shout out Jericho. But it just feels kind of weird seeing them all like.
Do you want to go to like senior prom and things like that?
I would have loved to go. I mean, like no one asked me, so.
You're in town. Just show up.
I just alone,
do
like
something.
Me and my dog or something. I would
know.
do that.
That would actually. I don't think anybody would be throwing you out.
I know. Yeah, true.
All right, let's talk about your new song "Dead."
Let's talk.
Which before you talk about it, it's your song. I want to say when I listen to it, and this is gonna be a compliment, by the way. I'm not gonna be trash talking, nothing like that.
So sweet today.
Yes, today.
Usually yours.
I'm not mean at all.
Brutal
Absolutely
to me.
No, but it's very like female version of The Weeknd, that type of feel.
I love that you said that.
Is that a good or bad thing?
Good
Either way,
thing.
I said
love
it,
The Weeknd. I've always loved The Weeknd.
Yeah,
Thank
I mean, but
you
it's
so
got that
much.
feel that, like, you know, some
Thanks.
angst in there.
I love that.
Some, like, you know, like female power.
I've never been compared to The Weeknd before.
Well, you guys
I
look
love
very
that.
different, first of all.
We're actually twins. So.
Yeah, right, exactly. But that's that kind of song. I mean, that's, to me, it's got just that fire under it.
Thank you.
Where there's some anger in there.
I'm glad that you compared me to someone that I really like and think is super talented. So thank you.
Yeah, but that's what that song is, and I think that's what people are like wowed over. Wouldn't you say? That was your point, right?
I mean, yeah, I wanted to put something out that, you know, felt like the same me, but it's just mature and that I've grown and that
I've grown. There's a curse word in there, Madison.
Yeah, I curse. Like, that's big deal for me, guys. Like, it's
a big deal for us listening to it.
Honestly,
we like grew up with you, so it's like, whoa.
I know, it's crazy.
But,
it's
you know,
like
you're
she's 18
a woman.
now.
You're an adult woman now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, you know, I want people to see that I've transitioned regardless of the curse words in my songs as a person.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think my music is all going to follow this path now, and it was just the first of many, and people should look out and get excited because got stuff on the way.
Yeah. Now, do you have like a ton of songs ready to go? Because there's no official like release for the album yet, is there?
There's no official release for the album yet, but I'm planning on putting another single out within the next few months, and then
just keep dusting people with like
just little sprinkles here and there.
Little paprika.
Yeah, you know, just nice little salt. But yeah, I mean, I want to have the album out within this year. I want to, you know, get on it ASAP, but depending on how the songs are doing and how it's going, it's, you know, we're not really sure exactly when, but it's coming.
Now, obviously many people know who you are. Many people know how like the kind of things came about and everything, but let's like refresh.
For those of you who don't.
Yeah, because there's honestly some people. I mean, it's good to always have people discover you too. That's a really good thing.
Love to be discovered.
So, you basically put out. What did you put out a
covers? I put out like 4 covers on YouTube.
Not expecting really anything crazy.
No,
from it.
not only was I not expecting anything crazy, I wasn't expecting more than 100 views. And I actually am a funny story, very, very bad at math. I'm not anymore. Being homeschooled saved that and made me really good at, I wouldn't say really good, I wouldn't push it that far, but better at math.
Decent.
So I was in a math support class that only had like 3 other kids in it, and it was in between, like, I don't know exactly when it was, but it was in middle school, and it was to help you with math.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like 2 days after I had posted my first video, and I was in math support class, and it hit 100 views in the class, and I remember freaking out
At 100, like 100.
Yeah, yes, and just being like, oh my god, 100, like picturing 100 heads in my
Yeah.
mind, being like, oh my god, 100 people watched my YouTube video. That's crazy. And then days later, Mr. Bieber decided to take to Twitter and say that he liked the way I sang, and it was just crazy, and compared me to Carly Rae Jepsen and said that he saw himself in me, and just was super like,
Yeah.
and this was my idol at the time. You know,
and he
like,
legit saw talent in you. So that's why there was nothing like behind it. It was just
so
like,
sweet.
oh, I think it's really awesome.
It was so flattering, and I really honestly like. It still blows my mind that he kind of like plucked me out of a group of millions of people.
Because there's zillions of people sending him covers, and you didn't even send it to him. You just put it out there.
I just put it out there, and it just got to him. And I just, I'm really blessed, and I'm really thankful for him putting me on like that, and you know, helping me out, and taking this random girl from Long Island out of her little random group in Long Island, and you know, now living in LA, and I'm making my music, and I also am glad that that's how it happened, rather than just like a label picking me up or something, because now I go about my career in a way of like, I want to get as big as him so I can help someone else out. You know, and I want to discover someone.
That's smart, actually.
That's like giving me an outlook, like I want to, you know,
and
play it on, pass it forward.
Exactly. And I think it's smart too that I mean, I know big things happen like that, but I think that it's super cool that you're taking baby steps to get to the bigger picture, because I don't see that enough, and sometimes that happens too often.
People
and then
are too eager,
and it goes down fast as it went up.
Yeah, like I was at a party the other night, and these kids were all like I was playing all my new music for them, and they were like, "Why isn't this stuff out yet? Like, why haven't you put this out?" And I'm like, "Guys, and like I don't want to just throw these songs out and like whatever, waste them." And then they were also asking me like, why don't I have a song with Justin, or why don't I have a song with this person out and this person out? But like I would never want, and I love all these other artists, and I want to definitely collab with people, but I would never want to be discredited and, you know, like be like, oh shit, it only got big because Justin's on it.
Yeah, you want to be your own because you're obviously talented, and that's why someone, you know, reached out to name Justin Bieber, and then from there, obviously more people got to hear you.
Yeah, and that's why I'm
it's
like,
your talent,
and I'm very like okay with taking my time and hopefully it leading somewhere great. And people are always so funny too. Like when The Weeknd came out, everyone was like, oh my God, who is this guy? Where did he come from? But little did they know he was signed for nearly 10 years before he popped off. And I like have been loving his music since like,
and I just compared, see, that can be the same type of deal going on.
I know, that's so crazy.
I like that.
But yeah, it's just kind of like, people don't realize how long it takes and how much work you have to put in. Like, you know,
and all these people in suits saying what sounds good, what doesn't sound good sometimes. You know, like people in the background.
That's also why I'm in such a good place right now, that I feel like I'm an adult as much as an 18-year-old can be.
Yeah.
And I'm
on paper, you are an adult.
Yeah, and I'm
but not to mom.
Exactly. I'm extremely like grateful that I've come to a point in my artistry, I feel, that I've been able to take songs and I can have an opinion on them.
Yeah.
And I could feel like I disagree with what these men in suits are saying, and I'm allowed to, you know, like for a long time, I kind of was just like, you guys know what you're talking about, run with it, let's do it. And I was unhappy with the stuff that was being put out. You know, I didn't feel connected to it the way I feel to this new single. And, you know, it just was different.
Well,
now,
I think we could hear that too.
Yeah. And now it's just, you know, I'm excited to be myself finally, and like feel like I don't have to listen to men in suits.
Yeah, men in suits are weird sometimes. But and one little
always.
piece of advice, and someone gave me this advice many years ago about people saying like what to do or like trying to guide you. It's great to hear everybody's, you know, thoughts on things and everybody's opinion. But at the end of the day, saying no to someone else sometimes is like saying yes to yourself.
Exactly.
So, and it sounds like you did that with Dead.
Yeah, you have to be able to like take people's opinions and respect them, but you also have to be able to, you know, separate the two and be like, well, if this is what I really believe in and I feel really strongly about, like my dad didn't like Dead at all. He was just like, nope, it's not that great. I have this other song called Fools, and he was like, Fools is way better. I want to put Fools out. And we had a disagreement about it, but at the end of the day, my heart told me to go with Dead, and my heart was like, that's what I should be choosing. So, you know, like you have to be able to respect people's opinions and listen to them and take them in. Even my fans too, like they've heard a lot of snippets and clips and stuff, and they're like, put this one out, put this one out. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's my music and my craft, and I want to make sure that I feel 100% on it.
Yo, we're getting deep today with Madison Beer here at Z100.
Always getting deep.
Is there anything else you want to get off your chest? I mean, you're back home.
We're basically in a therapy session.
I like
right
this.
Now.
This is good. This is good for both of us right now.
Yeah, for real. We need it.
Are you going to be like all over the country doing like promos and stuff like that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So
Kinda running
being
all
back
over.
home, back on
good.
Long Island, what do you actually go back to Long Island when you come to town, or you stay in
Yeah,
the city?
no, I stay in Long Island.
Yeah, okay.
Stay in the 516.
I gotta be honest though, man, the LAE sucks. Like just driving on it.
Of course it sucks, but being home with my dogs doesn't.
Oh, what are the dogs' names?
Oh, you don't even want to know because
I
it's
do.
actually embarrassing because
Oh, this is the best.
my dad and I just like didn't use our brains when we were thinking about
How many
this.
dogs?
We have 2. My
Okay.
mom has a dog named Zeppelin, only cool dog name that we've ever had.
Zeppelin is a cool
Zeppelin's
cool
a cool name.
Yeah.
So we got Boo Boo.
Boo Boo! What's
Yeah.
up, Boo Boo?
Boo Boo is so cute.
Or like
He's a
Honey Boo
golden
Boo?
doodle. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
God.
the next dog we named her Honey because her coloring was a honey color.
Oh.
And then right afterwards, my friend was like, "Oh my God, you named your dogs Honey Boo Boo." I was like, no. It was like literally.
Can't take it back.
I know. Now
Because
I'm
once
like,
a dog
she's
gets used to
stuck
their
with
names,
it.
like you gotta
But
leave
and
them
she
alone.
looks like a honey. Like he looks like a Boo Boo and she looks like a honey. Like he's really like dopey and bangs into walls and stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like a princess. And
Oh, that's hilarious.
it's super cute. They're both golden doodles. They're so cute. My mom has a Pomeranian that we're convinced is not a Pomeranian. He's like a golden retriever Pomeranian because he's just like weird looking. I don't know.
Does he have side eye? Like dogs give side eye all the time.
He gives, not only does he give side eye, but he's like extremely like just weird. Like I think he has like I don't know. He's weird. He
Like you don't
does
want to be in a room
weird-
alone with him
Like
because
he like
the
has
creepy dog.
Yeah, like he just like he'll be looking at you like up and down, and I'm like, what are you thinking
Well, I
about
said that because
right now,
Pomeranians
dude?
usually like the creepers a little bit.
Yeah,
That's why.
my mom.
No offense.
That's
we
so
love
funny.
all
That's
dogs.
exactly what my
Here,
mom
100.
says.
But like a little creepy.
Oh my God, I love
We just
Pomeranians.
confirmed it with Madison Beer.
If
Thank
you
you so much for
insult
hanging
them.
out at Z100.
Thank
Take a bite of
you.
your bagel. Enjoy Long Island when you're back in town.
Thank you.
Just have a good time. Just stuff your face.
Yeah,
Treat
exactly.
yourself.